Hi, this is G-Man Trading Community, and today, my friend, we wanna go on with where we left. We were talking about pip value, and we had the formula. We know how we can calculate the pip value of different currencies, where the dollar is the base currency and when the dollar is the quote currency. And because of time, let's join the pip value with money, with the lots, so that now we can see the magic which will happen here. And let's go on. As you already know, currencies are measured in pips, which is the smallest increment of that currency. To take advantage of this, any increment, you need to trade large amount of particular currency in order to see significant profit or loss. So as you can remember, even in the spot market, we said that when we are trading forex, you need a lot of money for you to see any significant profit if you want to treat forex as a business. The same as even in the CFD market, you need a lot of money. So let's go on and we'll see where even me and you, we came to enter in the market. So let's assume we'll be using one standard lot, which is $1,000. We will now calculate some example to see how it affects the pip value. So we'll take the same rate that we had in the pip value. So we take USD JPY, the exchange rate was 119.80. So in the pair whereby we have the GBP JPY, we usually use two decimal places, which are from the decimal point going to the light. So you will take 0.01, you divide by exchange rate. Now after you open this bracket, you multiply by the whole standard unit of $100,000. Now it will cost us $8.34 per every pip. Note this, it will cost us $8.34 per every pip that moves in the market. So if the market goes against us 10 pip, that will be about maybe 80 something dollars, maybe to $83.4 something, because it has gone against 10 pips. If it goes to on our favor for 10 pips again, we'll have to be in $83 in profit. So let's go to something like USD CHF, Swiss franc. So at an exchange rate of 1.4555, it has 4 decimal places. As we said, you take the 4 decimal places, divide by the exchange rate, then you later multiply by the whole standard unit to see how much you could be getting for each and every pip, how much it costs for each and every pip. And remember, this is something that you can do even on your own. You take any pair, whether it is a USD JPY at today's current exchange rate, or you take USD CHF, and you'll be able to calculate. You'll take the 4 decimal places, you divide by the current exchange rate, then you later multiply by the whole standard unit. See how much a pip is valued in terms of money of that particular pair. And then later you'll do something. As we know that the little brokers, they came and introduced something called mini lot and micro lot, whereby we found out it was a division of 10 just to bring some categories of traders. So for 6.87, you can divide by 10 and see how much it could be for one mini lot. Maybe if you divide 6.87 divide by 10, you'll get 0.687. That would be the amount that one pip could be costing. And if you divide this by 10, you'll get 0.83. Yeah, and that will be the amount of each and every mini lot. And to get a micro lot, then you take the 0.834, you divide by 10, and you'll get 0.08. So that would be the amount of each and every pip in the market if you are using a micro lot execution, or you are using a mini lot execution. You'll see all that. So let's go on. In case where the dollar is not quoted fast, the formula is slightly different. So Euro USD at an exchange rate of 1.1930, you take the 4 decimal places, you divide by the exchange rate. The answer you get, you multiply by 100,000. Then after that, the answer you get, you will have to multiply by the exchange rate again, and then you will get 9.99734. When you load up, it will be $10. And now when you multiply $10 by, maybe your position goes on your favor for 10 pips, you have about $100 in profit. If it goes against you, you have $100 in loss. And if you used a mini lot, this $10 you will divide by 10, you will see that you have every position of every pip will cost you $1. So if the market goes on your favor, it's $1 multiplied by 10 pips. Now you're in profit for $10. And if it goes against you, you are loss of $10. And if you use a micro lot account, means that $1 divided by 10, you will get a 10 cent. So 10 cent multiplied by 10 pips, that is around $1. Yeah, $1. If it goes against you, will be on a $1 loss. So that's how this math go. It's very, very simple. So let's take another pair like GBP USD at an exchange rate of 1.8040. You take the 4 decimal places, you divide by exchange rate, then you multiply by 100,000 to get 5.54. Then you multiply again by the exchange rate to get 9.99416. Then when you round up, you'll get $10. So if you can look, when the dollar is the quote currency, all pairs, every pip cost $10. And when the dollar is the base currency, you could see we have some funny figures which are still good. So meaning these currencies, they don't cost much for every pip compared to when the dollar is the quote currency, and all applies with that. So when you are calculating now, you will have to multiply the number of pips from your entry position, and you'll multiply by the money. Now the pip value itself, now it has some money. Now this is the amount of money regarding to this pair, and this pair, and this pair, and this pair. So let's go on. Now let's calculate profit and loss. So now that you know how to calculate pip value, let's look at how you calculate your profit or loss. Let's buy US dollar and sell Swiss franc. So the rate you are quoted is 1.54525, and then this, you could consider this as the ask, and this is the bid. So because you are buying US dollar, you will be working with the 1.4530, the rate at which trader are preparing to sell. So you buy one standard lot of $100,000 at 1.54530. Then a few hours later, the price moves to 1.4550. You decide to close your trade. The new quote for your USD CHF is 1.554, and now this is the bid, and then the ask is 1.5 1.4555. So if you can see, there is a little difference from this how now quotes work. And you could remember on our previous video, there's somewhere that I put a sticker on how quotes are shown in the MetaTrader. So you have now you can see, if you minus like this figure, 1.4525, you minus this, you'll see there's a difference of about 5. So that could be the spread. That's where the spread goes, because there is the price that the seller would like to buy from you. This would be the price, and then they could sell you higher. This is when you are buying, and this one you are selling. This is the price that you are selling to them, and this is the price that you are buying to them. The price that you are selling to them, they are buying at a lower price, and when you want to buy from them, they are selling at a higher price. So let's go on. Since you are closing your trade and you initially bought to enter the trade, you are now selling, you are now in selling order to close the trade. So you must take 1.4550 price, the price traders are preparing to buy at. So the difference between 1.4530 and 1.4550 is 20, because now it is subtraction. You take this figure of 1.550, you minus 1.4530, and then you'll get 20 pips. Using our formula from before, we now have 4 decimal places, which is Swiss franc, which represents 4 decimal places. You take the 4 decimal places, you divide by exchange rate. The answer you get, you multiply by $100,000, which is a whole standard unit. Now you will get 6.87. Now this is the amount per pip. Then you multiply by 20 pips, the difference which we got here. So you see that you are in a $137.40 in profit, and that's happened together when you are trading pairs which dollar is the quote currency, which are very, very simple, because they all have $10 as a pip value. The pip value there, 1 pip is $10. So if it is 20 multiplied by 10, meaning that we could have got $200 in profit, and that happens when even you are in loss. So let's go on. At this point, you are a CFD trader, full armed. You can see lots and pips, the magic they are doing. Now we have even divided the amount per pip by power of 10 to know how much it could cost us when we open position with mini lots and micro lots. So I have explained that it's simple, because it's just you take the amount per pip, and on a standard lot, you divide by 10 to get amount a pip could cost in a count of mini lot, and then the same you do the same to get when it comes to micro lot. From there, we have learned how to calculate losses and profit, but you should know it's not a must to calculate all this. The trading software have done it for you, but knowing is good for you to understand when the system do them. So you don't have to do all this. The broker has done it for you, but know that if you don't know how it operates, you'll never understand. You'll never ever understand. So it is a must you know, so that when it will be easy for you to calculate profit or loss. It is easy for you to know which kind of lot size to use. You will see now, you will understand that the pairs that the dollar is quoted, they are so much expensive per every pip. So you should be very, very careful. And when the dollar is the base currency. Those pairs are a bit cheaper per pip, and you'll see that when you have maybe a small account, those are the pairs you could start with. Now from here we are going to the most important gift, came from the little blockers. Let's unbox it in the next lesson, and stay tuned. My friend, now we have joined the pips and the lots, and we have seen now the magic they can do. These are the things that were introduced in this system by the bank and took by the little traders who introduced something like mini lots and micro lots, which helped us, me and you, very, very much. And you will see something else that was introduced by the same brokers, even today, now contributes so much in this industry of trading. And stay tuned so that we can learn this knowledge together. And consider subscribing, liking, and asking questions in the comment section. Thank you.